slice two limbs like a blade through butter. Better grab your plasma cutter. You know why? We're making necromorph soup. Necromorph soup. It's a very simple recipe. Just giblets, guts, and goop. We're making necromorph soup. Necromorph soup. Murder's on the menu. Come and grab yourself a scoop. Yeah. And it's all over the walls. And it's all over
howdy, howdy. It's an extra bonus stream on a Thursday because I want to finish up Resonance. Music's a bit heavy though, isn't it? Isn't it just? Turn that off. This is what we be playing. Let me minimize that so I can actually see what's going on. Right. That's what we be playing. Loud as well. I was so enjoying this last night, but I couldn't quite finish it. I think I maybe had, I don't know, Vince said about an hour to go or something, so I just couldn't do it. I was so tired and my voice was starting to go croaky because of all the talking. I'm hoping to finish this up in fairly short order, and then I can move on and start another one. Primordia's on the list next. We shall see. Let's get straight into it, shall we? We want to load a game. What did we call it? Almost. That one there. Right. I've got a bit of popcorn stuck between my teeth. No, no, gone. Right. I've got the small magnet. Did I ever investigate that? Strong magnet right off the door. Not quite sure what that's for yet. What have you got in your inventory? Credit card, residence device B. Have I investigated that? This is one of the devices Ed used to kill Morales. No longer holds a resonance particle, so it should be harmless. A small round device with a cell phone for a trigger. The cell phone is marked 14B. Yeah, I got that. I'm guessing there's a 14A somewhere. Where? There's 14A. Right, hang on.
Yo, detective.
Maybe if I go back to the apartment.
What do you think? What's the next step?
You're pretty tech savvy. Do you know anything about that phone attached to the resonance device?
Looks like a pretty basic model. Probably doesn't even have Wi-Fi access.
Anything else?
Most phones keep a record of all calls sent and received. Maybe we should take a look.
Okay. How do I look at the phone? The cell phone connected to the device is marked 14B. Check the call history. There's no history of any calls being made or received. Text messages? There's a text message from a few minutes before the event in the lab. It says 1500 14B delay release. It's from a phone called 14A. Alright, hang on. Can we speak to Red? Oh, we need to trace it, don't we? Where was the tracing room? It was always up in tech, wasn't it? We need to trace 14A. You know 14B is in the building.
The computer traced it to a plumbing supplies warehouse near Juno Labs.
Any idea how we can get in there? Will we need to break in?
Should be easy enough. I'll flash the badge around and say we're looking for contraband.
Doesn't anyone ever ask for a warrant?
Shh, don't jinx it.
Okay, so I guess then that's where we're going. Into that lab. Come on, Ray. Follow me. We're going to the warehouse.
This is the place. Come on, Jimmy Olsen. Let's look around.
That's it. I can't take it anymore.
What's your problem?
My problem, detective, is that I'm a reporter. Jimmy Olsen is a photographer. We're nothing alike.
So, I guess I should just call you Lois Lane instead?
You know what? Jimmy Olsen is
Jimmy
fine.
Olsen's fine, yeah. Thought it might be. And this note says, Todd, did you leave the forklift key in your locker again? This locker is labeled Todd. It's no use. Without the key and combination, we're not getting through this thing without a blowtorch. Okay, so key. This locker is labeled Steve. This locker is labeled Frank. It's locked with a Grandmaster brand padlock. What about that one? Is that one also locked? It's locked with a Grandmaster brand padlock. Okay, so I'm gonna need, I guess, the forklift to get up into that bit there. And just use the forklift. It looks like I need a key to turn it on. Anything over this way? Doesn't appear to be. Alright, Ray. Oh, hang on. I have messages. I have an email. Where are you? From Jay. The ACPD are at the office looking for you. They're asking questions. Where are you? What's going on? Well, let's call him. Reggie. He must be busy. Okay, hold on then. What about... I can't get through to him. We know that 14B is at the police headquarters. Would 14A be here? 14A dial. Beep, 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 beep. The sound is coming from upstairs. Okay, but I still need to get in. Right, hold on. Let's have a look at this locker again. There's nothing else down here that I can interact with. But this screen lets me slide in and out, so maybe can I interact with that? It's locked, I can't get it open. Okay. Can I use my screwdriver? I'm not really sure what to do with it. Well, learn. So I bet I have to interact with that. Looks like Todd's locker. Okay. If I put the magnet on the screwdriver, this is a pretty strong magnet. It might not come off again if I stick it to something. Okay, can I use the screwdriver with this hole? I don't think that serves my purpose. Okay, what about if I use the magnet on the hole? Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, so the magnet. So I can stick the magnet to the locker. But then what? Okay, but I now can't get it off, right? Okay, so it's definitely supposed to do something. Do I have anything else? This might let me see. Use it to see inside something, but what? Okay, can I see inside the locker? Let's see if we can take a closer look. Okay. Right, what we got here? We've got a hat on a hook. I think that's a jacket. Right, there's some. It looks like a key down the bottom. Okay, so how do I have to try and get it up through that gap? Ooh. Wow, this is kind of tough. Not going to fit through that gap. What about this gap? No. Okay. Yeah. The padlock's sort of in the way, so I can't. Unless we move this that side of the magnet. Aha! Come on. Come on. Got it. I have the key. And that's the key to the forklift. Cool. Right, so old stumpy legs. You go stand on the end of the forklift. Ray, do your thing. Looks like I need a key. Yeah, you just got the key. Here, use it. The engine's on. Great.
Hope this forklift can handle the weight.
Shut up and get me up there, Jimmy.
So what we've got. That's probably. Yeah, so this is up and down. What I need to do is work out what's blue. Blue seems to be the same. Green or blue doesn't seem to matter. Alright. Oh, hold on. It's two-stage, isn't it? Yeah. Two-stage forklift. Should have remembered that from my days of driving one. Right, so now control this guy. What can I do? Spotlights. A set of spotlights. Right. Nothing in here. Lights are fine as they are. What about if I mess with the pipe? Nothing in here. Too dark to see anything in there. You got bloody lights over here. Okay. Let's go back to Ray for a sec. What can you do? Oh, hold on. The phone rang up there. If the phone rang up there, if I ring it again now, maybe Bennett can find it. Aha. In this pipe here. Oh, don't forget which pipe it is. It's this one here, I think. Got it. Right, we have the phone.
Just as we suspected, there's another resonance device here.
Okay. Well, I actually have, yeah, resonance device A. So I've got the 2 resonance devices. I guess get back on the forklift. There's nothing else to do up there, right? Am I actually on the forklift? Are you on the forklift? There we go. He's on the forklift. We need to bring him down halfway. Set it to the lower section. Bring it down the rest of the way. And we're safe on terra firma. Right. Now that we have that extra one, let's examine it. This is one of the devices Ed used to kill Morales. It no longer holds a resonance particle, so it should be harmless. A small round device with a cell phone for a trigger. Cell phone is marked 14A. Doesn't really tell me a lot. Will Reggie answer his phone now? Hey Reggie, can you talk to me now? He must be busy. With all these different phones and phone numbers, I'm sure there's got to be something to do, what's the word I'm looking for? More investigation to do with the phones, but Reggie won't speak to me. He's busy. What can I do with Bennett? Can I do anything specifically with that one? There's a cell phone connected to the device. It's marked 14A. Oh. This is what I did with 14B. There's no history of any calls being made or received. There's a text message from a few minutes before the event in the lab. It says 1500, 14A, delay forward. From a phone called Selfish Prepaid. Okay. And what do I do with that? Number for the phone that's signal device 14A. I need to go back and trace that phone number. Back to police administration. Still no one's around. trace the selfish number. Selfish. Trace away.
It's no good. I can't trace it.
Why not?
The signal's too weak. Could be the location he's in or some kind of interference.
What can we do?
Call it. If that is Ed's phone, hopefully he'll answer. As long as he's talking, we might be able to trace the signal.
What do I say, though?
What do I say to him?
This is interrogation 101 stuff, Jimmy Olsen, so listen close. First, hammer away at him, get his guard up. Then, when he's on the defensive, switch tactics. Interrogate him, start asking questions. Stay on your toes and keep him guessing. Don't give him a reason to end the call.
Okay.
Got it. I'm ready.
Just keep him on the phone as long as you can, and I'll need a couple minutes to localize the signal.
Who is this?
Okay, he told me to interrogate him, so...
Why?
Ray? How did you get this number?
Why do this?
Ray, I'm sorry, there isn't enough time to explain.
Who you working for? Where are you? Ask about his plans. Ask why I did it. Ask about resident. Go aggressive. Go on in. Go aggressive. I can threaten his life to... He is a murderer. He shot Anna in the head.
You killed them in cold blood. Anna and her uncle. You murderer.
No.
Liar. I saw you pull the trigger. We saw the device in your apartment.
I did, but I didn't want it to happen this way.
Interrogate, telling me betrayed you, threaten to write about him, command him to stop. An odd turn of phrase. Considering it should be tell him to stop, right? Give that one a try then.
You need to stop whatever you're doing, and you need to stop now.
I can't do that. I just can't. It's too late for that. Ray, please believe me. I'm not a bad guy.
Then prove it to me.
Threaten his life, tell him you're on his tail, threaten to write about him, tell him he betrayed you, or go interrogative. Try that one. Who are you working for? Where are you? Ask about his plans, ask why he did it, or ask about resonance. What are his plans?
Ed, what is all this about?
Ray, you're a smart enough guy. You should have made sense of this by now.
Ed, nothing about you makes any sense.
I might have agreed with you once, but now I'm finally seeing clearly. I know what I have to do.
Why did you do it, though?
So why'd you do it, Ed?
You think I wanted this to happen?
You fired the gun. The device was in your apartment. You tell me.
I just couldn't take the risk. Resonance is just too important. Do you understand?
No, Ed. Talk to me. Make me understand.
Nobody can understand. Not you. Not Dr. Morales. And especially not Amul and Reno. Damn it, I don't have time for all your questions. You can be annoying, you know that?
The feeling's mutual, believe me.
He knows about Amul and Reno, so let's ask about them.
You mentioned Amul and Reno? We spoke to them.
This is all their fault.
Oh, he hung up.
Damn it, he hung up. Tell me you traced him.
No, I needed more time. Do you think you can get him back on the line?
Not a chance. He's probably ditching the phone right now.
There goes our only lead.
Okay, so it's a certain sequence of responses that are needed. Right, so let's call the number again then. Oh no, trace the number, then he says, no, can't do that.
It's no good.
Why not?
The signal's too...
What can we
Call it. As long as...
What do I say?
What do I say to him?
This is interrogation 101 stuff, Jimmy Olsen. First, then, stay on your...
Got it. I'm ready.
Somewhere along the line,
Just
I made a
keep him on the
mistake.
phone as long as you can, and I'll need a couple minutes to localize the signal.
Who is this?
I went interrogative, so I'll do it again.
Why?
Ray? How did you get this number?
Why do this?
Ray, I'm sorry, there isn't enough time to explain.
What did I do? I went aggressive, didn't I? And I called him a murderer.
You killed them in cold blood. Anna and her uncle. You murderer.
No.
Liar. I saw you pull the trigger. We saw the device in your apartment.
I did, but I didn't want it to happen this way.
And then I commanded him to stop.
You need to stop whatever you're doing, and you need to stop now.
I can't do that. I just can't. It's too late for that. Ray, please believe me. I'm not a bad guy.
Then prove it to me.
Right, what did I do? Did I go interrogative? I don't remember saying any of these things. I think I went interrogative. I asked him about his plans, and then I asked him why he did it. What about if I don't ask him about his plans and just ask why he did it?
So why'd you do it, Ed?
You think I wanted this to happen?
You fired the gun. The device was in your apartment. You tell me.
I just couldn't take the risk. Resonance is just too important. Do you understand?
No, Ed. Talk to me.
I don't,
Make me
I don't
understand.
Nobody can understand. Not you. Not Dr. Morales. And especially not Amul and Reno.
And then I asked about Amul and Reno.
You mentioned Amul and Reno? We
The
spoke
only
to-
difference here is I
11th
didn't ask
Foundation.
about
Don't listen to a
his
word
plans.
they say.
Who are they?
Look, whatever you may think of me, those two are
He's talking
far
more.
worse. I trusted them. I did these horrible things for them.
You were working for them?
And they betrayed me. They aren't going to use resonance to help the world. They want to use it as a tool. A tool for their own selfish purposes.
They said you're planning another attack. They want us to look for you.
They're trying to use you like they used me. They make you think they want the same thing you do and nudge you in the right direction. They
I'm
know
gonna
I
have to
can
make a
stop
choice
them,
at some
so they
point, aren't I?
convince you to get in my way.
Stop them. Stop them from what?
Stop them from gaining control. I can do that at the very least. No matter what happens tonight, Ray, remember this. I stopped Antivorta.
Antivorta? Ed, wait. Let's talk about this.
I can't bring back Anna or Dr. Morales, but I can make this right.
He mentions
Stay out of my way.
Antivorta.
Got it. I know where he's at.
So do I.
He told you?
No, but I know what he's planning.
He's planning something to do with Antivorta. Think about that file.
Antivorta. He's targeting Antivorta.
Yes, I traced his phone to the hospital.
Okay.
He's there right now? We could already be too late.
Too
Let's go.
late? No, not too late. It's never too late in an adventure game.
Do you think he's here?
He's here.
When we find him, what do we do? He has your gun. He's armed.
You really want to turn back now?
No, let's do this.
Okay. I can't head to level 7. I don't have a swipe card. Oh no, it's level 8 and 9 I can't get to. 7 is fine.
Damn it, Ed's not here.
He's got to be somewhere near.
Let's speak to Emma. Maybe Emma's seen him.
Looking quite lissom today, Emma.
What do you want?
I don't think I can ask her about Antivorta. I don't think she wants to hear about that. Never mind.
Never mind.
So I can do the terminal. Have I got anything? In here that I can use on the terminal. Wasn't this Amul Bactra's Raymanet of my own? Well, I don't have any DNA swabs, so I can't access any more data. Okay, so that's out. Drawer just holds cotton swabs. That drawer is, used to be full of cotton swabs. Is it still? My swabbing days are over. It's empty. Okay. If I show my DNA database to Emma, what does she do?
Has anyone strange been in here looking at the mainframe today? 6'2", blonde hair?
Just that other maintenance guy, but he wasn't that strange.
Other maintenance guy.
Don't you all know each other? He was in here taking measurements of the room. I guess that was a little strange. Oh, and he asked me if I had a key to the basement maintenance rooms. Isn't that something he should already have?
Basement. Thanks.
Whatever.
That worked out well. Right, basement. Right, I'm gonna...
Damn. No phone service.
Can you function for 5 minutes without a phone?
This place doesn't even have Wi-Fi.
What? Why is that important? Why is Wi-Fi and or phone signal important? What's up with my phone then? No signal. What do I do in here? Sound alert when phone is out of signal range. It's currently off. I turn it on. But he's already said there's no signal. Oh well. Portal to the mysterious place named Maintenance. As usual, the door is locked. I could kick it in, but someone might hear. You may only get one shot at this. The depiction of a father and child on a hilltop staring at the clouds gives us a further look at the troubled heart and family of the poor artistic soul. What's this on the floor? Doesn't appear to be anything I can interact with. A rip in canvas reminding one of the rip in the heart of every child at the first steps away from mother. I really wanted the other guy to come with me.
Hey, Bennett.
Detective Bennett.
Right.
Right.
Yeah?
Oh, you don't ever follow me.
See you.
Right, that's a maintenance door. This is also a maintenance door. Portal to a mysterious place named Maintenance. Gotta find the right one. I'm guessing I can kick one of... Okay. Returning that phone signal thing. Signal on. Sound alert when phone is out of signal range. Tools of the janitorial trade. schizophrenic look at a divided soul. Mental cityscape is expressing urban alienation through the means of song. So, I have signal. Now I don't have signal. Does that mean that this is the door I need to go through? Let me save it again in case I screw this up, basically. Because I'm bound to screw it up. Bound to, right. Kick it in or leave it? Kick it in. Alright. I've kicked it in. I've got a regulator and a resonance device. Looks like some sort of electric meter. I don't think that's important. Oh, it must be that window that gives this room cell phone reception. I can't reach the window. It's blinking. I suppose that means this one is live. Can I make it unlive?
Shit, yes. If the target is Antivorta on floor 7, and one resonance device is here in the basement, then the other must be...
on the roof.
Above the building.
Oh, Ed's calculations. It looks like Ed was trying to figure out exactly where the device needed to be placed. No time to clean the wall. Okay. The call log's empty. The device looks active. Now I am become Death, destroyer of worlds. It gives me shivers just to think how much power is contained in this little device, and how much danger. I think that might be a little hazardous. Ooh. I guess I need to go up to the roof. Come on, Bennett. Get your donut eating booty in here. Right, morgue is on 9, but I can't get there. Admin's on 8, I can't get there. How do I get up above the building then? Oh, isn't there a crane outside? Maybe I can somehow get onto the crane. What's that on the TV there?
Wait, detective! Look at the TV!
Huh?
My God.
What connection the incident in Aventine City could have had to these worldwide attacks is, at this point, unknown. Being told now we've established contact with our Washington Bureau, re-established contact. Video is coming in now. We have a chopper in the air, clearly smoke rising from the vicinity of the White House. Several emergency vehicles you can see there in the area. Oh my God. The White House has been attacked. I repeat, the White House has been attacked. This video coming in from our Washington Bureau.
Ooh.
Those were resonance blasts.
This must be what Ed was planning. We're too late.
No, this resonance device is still inactive. Whatever he's planning, he hasn't done it yet. Let's get up there. Whatever he's doing, we can stop that at least.
Oh. How? I just sort of vanished through the gate and try and save it, but... oh no, they're back again. What? What happened?
So peaceful up here. It's hard to imagine the chaos erupting all over the world right now.
Focus, Ray. Look for another resonance device. It's gotta be here somewhere.
So I'm not Jimmy anymore?
You earned it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Finally calling me Ray. There's a big hole
I don't
here.
see it. What if we're wrong?
Don't worry, we'll find him.
Hi, guys. Stay where you are.
Right, there's the resonance device.
Do you see now? Do you understand?
Ed, what the hell is going on?
Resonance. They never cared about resonance. They used me. And now all this, using resonance for mass destruction. It's exactly what I promised Dr. Morales I wouldn't let happen.
So what are we
going to
do, though?
I couldn't
I
stop
reckon the
but I can
choices are
stop
going to be
them, at
stop
least.
Stop
Ed
who?
or
The
not.
11 Foundation. Antivorta. It must be destroyed.
Why? Why Antivorta?
What makes some computer worth all this?
You really have no idea what Antivorta is, do you?
Okay, then educate me.
Then educate me.
Right now, Antivorta is just one single computer in the low-profile office below us. But if the 11 Foundation has their way, that one mainframe will be the hub of a worldwide array of supercomputers that track, well, everything. Everywhere you go, everything you do, you leave an electronic trail. Phone calls, emails, text messages, blog posts, tweets,
Like a police
GPS
state.
data from your car, your cell phone, our entire personalities. It's all out there. Networked, consumable, predictable, controllable by them.
There's no way that would fly. Such a thing would never be legal.
You really believe that? Didn't you see the news? With that kind of fear to ride on, Antivorta will have the blessing of every government on the planet. That's what they want. That's why they wanted the resonance devices. They told me they would use it to help people, but they lied to me.
Gee, I wonder what that feels like.
Shut up, Ray! Don't you think I know what I've done? They used me to get this far, but they aren't getting any further. And when I found out what they were doing, I stole a set of resonance devices for myself. Resonance started this. And now, it's the only
He's
thing left.
getting
of
ready
this
to
stuff.
end it.
I've already set the timer, so just sit tight for a few minutes. And as soon as the devices have warmed up, the resonance particles will take care of the rest.
Right, what can I say? You're delusional, you're a sociopath. If you're going to shoot us, shoot us. I reckon if I say that, he shoots us. Can I save? No. Step forward, step back, take a look around, and let Bennett do the talking. Well, Bennett was the last person to say anything. He said about being illegal. If you're going to shoot us, shoot us.
Alright, enough of this. You've already done the calculations. You know how this ends. If you're going to shoot us, shoot us. Or is it harder to kill someone when you have to look them in the eye?
Right then. We won't go for that one.
Then educate.
Right, but
We
it's
did
all
this.
controllable.
There's no way.
You were that kind that they told.
Gee,
Shut up, Ray. They used when resonant.
Right, he set the timer.
I've already set the timer, so just and it's
We won't do the shooting bit. How about we let Bennett do the talking? He might have different options. Got the same option. I can get him to shoot Bennett. Well, I'm a bigger guy. Step forward, maybe? So what happens now?
So, what happens now?
well. In just a few moments, this timer will run out, and the resonance devices I've placed will wipe this Antivorta system from existence. Without their hub and all the data they had already built up, Antivorta will be crippled. It'll set them back years. It gives us time to reveal to the world that the 11 Foundation was behind these attacks. We can stop them for good.
Okay. And more murder then, yeah?
There are innocent people down in that hospital. Sick people, injured people. If you set off a resonance blast, won't you kill them too?
I took measurements. I've done my best to minimize the area of effects to just the Antiforta mainframe.
Done your best? You mean you're not sure?
I've done my best.
So if more people die, they're just more acceptable losses.
Yes.
Okay, can't you see the irony then?
Don't you see the irony here?
Of me using resonance as a weapon when I keep praising its potential for peace? Yes, I see the contradiction. But any good that resonance could do for the world would be completely overshadowed if Antivorta is allowed to exist. And once this is done, I'll start again, and I'll make sure it's done right. I still have Dr. Morales' notes. I just need a lab and a team.
You're dreaming, Eddings.
And for your information, that is not what irony means.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward.
Stay where you are, Detective. I mean it.
Oh, hang on. I just had a brainwave or a brain fart. Ray has the resonance device, and the other resonance device is at the other end of this walkway. So surely I just have to get him like in the middle.
We, Ed? There's no we up here.
And
You're
then
the one holding
when it
my
goes
gun.
off, he can
You
go.
put all this in motion. You can justify your actions
disappear.
all night long, but you're still murdering scum to me.
What does Ray have to say now? What happens if I step backwards? Hey, don't fall off the edge. So this is all I can do. He's not quite in the middle though, between he needs to at least go back here. He needs to at least go here. What can Ray say? You're a sociopath.
You're a sociopath. Don't you have any empathy for the people you betrayed? Any remorse at all?
Of course I do. I didn't want it to happen this way. I was betrayed myself. I've murdered 2 people because I thought the end result would be worth it. I will not let it all be for nothing. Amul and Reno just killed hundreds, Ray. Thousands. With resonance. Can you just let them get away with it?
I don't
Quit
know,
messing
can
with
I?
his head. It's you we need to stop.
Time's up.
Turn him off, Ed. There's got to be another way.
What? What is that? No!
Everyone's alive.
The hell? You tried to kill me!
Except them. They're no longer alive. Right, I'm gonna have to do this. So I do need to make him. Well, hold on. What if I want to stop him?
Then educate me.
Right now, Antivorta is just one single computer in the low-profile office below us. But if the 11 Foundation has their way, that one mainframe will be the
So how
hub of a
can I-
worldwide array of supercomputers that
So
track
if I can
well,
walk him to
everything.
the back,
everywhere
or back a
you
couple
go,
of steps,
everything you do, you
then I
leave
can kill
an
him.
electronic trail.
What if I
Phone
don't
calls,
want to
emails,
kill him?
text messages, blog posts, tweets, GPS
How can
data
I
from your car, your
stop
cell phone.
that?
It's all out.
There's no way that
You with that
Yeah,
contact.
we know all
Shut
of
up,
this.
you resonant. I've already set that as
Okay. Tried this one before.
You're a
Let me try again.
sociopath. Don't you have any empathy for the people you betrayed? any remorse at all.
Of course I do. I didn't want it to happen this way. I was betrayed myself. I've murdered 2 people because I thought the end result would be worth it. I will not let it all be for nothing. Amul and Reno just killed hundreds, Ray. Thousands. With resonance. Can you just let them get away with it?
Quit messing with his head. It's you we need to stop.
But how do we stop Amul and Reno then? Or Reno?
These 11 Foundation people, how can we stop them?
So you agree with me? That they need to be stopped?
Ray,
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, just getting all the facts.
There's no other way but this. With all the fear they're stirring up tonight, Antivorta will be shoved through Congress in no time, and the network will spread like a virus. The 11 Foundation has lobbyists and senators in their pockets. They've even got their hooks in the vice president.
The vice president?
Those articles they had you write? You didn't actually think they were interested in your career, did you?
Blackmail.
Reno sees everything. She's 12 moves ahead. So we flip the board, destroy the mainframe.
It'll set them back years, long enough to reveal what they did.
They'll lose.
it's not about winning or losing, damn it. Resonance doesn't matter. Antivorta doesn't matter. Right now, stopping Ed is the only thing that matters, Ray.
Well, what if I show him that I have the resonance device? Ed did some horrible things, no doubt. But are these anti-Vorta guys worse? And if they are worse, we took the resonance device from the basement. They'll win no matter what. Should I really do this? Betray Bennett and side with a murderer like Ed? Can I really justify this to myself? So, I can do, no, I can't betray Bennett. What were the news reports? Oh yeah, okay. From the TV down below. What if I tell him about them? God, look what those guys were capable of. I can't let them finish their plan. Who knows what they'll do next? Okay, Ray, brace yourself. Here we go.
Listen, Ed, we found the resonance device in the basement. We took it.
You did what?
Ray, what the hell?
Sorry, Bennett. Ed might be sleaze, but these 11 Foundation guys are worse. I've got it right here.
You're siding with this guy? You know what he's done?
I know. I also know what the 11 Foundation has done. Lesser of two evils. I'm sorry.
I just stopped the timer. Now give it to me.
You backstabbing son of a bitch. Give me that thing.
No!
Ugh.
Okay.
Jesus!
Damn it.
And it's
Can't
not
do this.
rewinding.
This isn't me. I don't want to hurt anybody anymore.
Ed, at this point, I don't know if I can believe that. But I do believe one thing. Antivorta
Shit,
needs
huh?
to be stopped.
I know. Let's go.
Now there's a big hole in the hospital.
You came. I wasn't sure if you would.
Yeah, well, who else am I going to talk to about this? I don't like you, Ed, but I'm not qualified to judge you. Not after last night. I let you do it. I helped you do it. I'm just as culpable as you are. What's the total now?
From the hospital? 22 dead. A handful still missing. I'm sorry. If I only had more time to calculate the distance and area of effect.
Forget it. It's done. And Antivorta?
Finished. Amul and Reno must still have some sway with the police. Both our faces have been all over the news this morning.
As soon as I post the article I'm writing, the world will know what they did. Then things can start to go back to normal. I guess that's something.
You can't post that article.
What?
What?
You heard Bruckman's speech.
Why not?
Peace treaties are being signed around the world. Everyone's uniting in the wake of tragedy. I always dreamed of Resonance bringing about world peace, but I never imagined it would be like this.
Well, keep dreaming. That's not going to happen, and you know it. I've been in the media a long time, and I know spin doctoring when I hear it. We accomplished something last night, but world peace? I don't think so, Ed. Sorry. Bennett, Anna, Morales? You'll have to justify your actions some other way.
Post the article. What happens now?
We wait until Amul and Reno and all their associates are behind bars.
He sent a message and I got one on my phone.
We turn ourselves in.
Bizarre is that? Lesser of two evils. What's the... Oh. Okay. I really like that. So I do have another option. I can always just go back to the last save and I can try and do the stop Ed ending. I don't usually go back and do second endings or multiple endings in games. Only because it's sort of... It's difficult to say. It sort of spoils the feeling of accomplishment for me. I'm not a completionist, but that's the story I went through. Nations show solidarity after worldwide attacks. I should probably stop this in case I get the MCA. I like that. That was really cool. Right, let's flick back here. I've been going, what were we going, an hour. Let's exit that, which means we can hump. We ain't doing none of that. There will be no humping. Right, we are going to Primordia. So let me change the, let's put some music on. Not that piece of music. Right, Primordia, here we come. Where is it? It's on Steam. I've not played this one either, so this one, again, going in blind, much like Resonance. I just have to find it in my Steam library. There we go. There we go. Right, let's... It doesn't quite fit on screen now. I've got a black bar sort of running along the bottom. Right, we're definitely English. I don't know much about this game either. It's supposed to be sort of cyberpunky. I guess we'll find out as we go. I'm really enjoying this renaissance of adventure games. I mean, I used to love them when I was younger, when I was 18 or so. And they've just got so good. So good, in fact, once I want to make one, but I can't draw for shit. What's this? What's going on here? Some floaty robot thing?
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time.
Completely different graphic style. I mean, obviously still pixel art.
You got those settings right?
Completely different style.
That came from
I mean, they're different developers, so I don't expect anything less. Right, what can we do? So this is our...
There's no time for that.
That's our inventory. What are my options? The music down a little bit. We've got voice and text, which is fine. normal options. Okay. So I'm guessing it's right click, left click as normal. Was there a help in the option? Yeah, how to play. To begin with, you cannot die in Primordia or become permanently stuck. Your mistakes do have consequences, but these enrich the game with different paths and endings. You can play the game using only the mouse. Point the cursor and left click for the ratio to walk to a location. If there is something to interact with, a label will appear beside the cursor. If you left click on an interaction point or hotspot, Horatio will pick up an item, use a device, or talk to another robot. If you right click, he will examine the hotspot. Sometimes when you click on a hotspot, a zoomed in view will appear. Here too, left and right click function the same way. Click outside the view or hit escape, the view will close. If you left click on Crispin, he will give you a hint. As long as you haven't bugged him recently, he will also automatically hint if you have been stuck for a while. Move the cursor to the top of the screen, toolbar will appear. Here Crispin you can select Crispin. Once you do so, you can direct him to interact with hotspots by clicking on them. You can also view the inventory from the toolbar. Here you can select items by left clicking, or examine them by right clicking. Close the inventory by clicking OK or outside it or pressing escape. While in the inventory screen, you can use items on each other by selecting one and left clicking on another. This will combine them or use a tool as necessary. From the toolbar, you can also load data. You can load the data mode of the data pouch. This stores any information like codes you found on your adventure. You can also load the map screen, which lets you fast travel to any location you've discovered or visited so far. Skip a line of dialogue by clicking and a whole cutscene by pressing escape. Game auto saves each time you enter a new room. Okay. Finally, hotkeys. I don't care about hotkeys. Okay. I can look at the chair.
There's no time for that. There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
Is there time for anything?
That's the way to engineering. There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
I can't use anything at the moment.
Boss, maybe we should see what's happening in engineering?
I guess we're going to engineering.
There's
no time for anything else. Alright, so this is engineering. I've got gospel and books.
There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
The time for anything?
There's no time for that. That's the way to engineering.
Oh, that's where we need to go, is it?
We need to get to engineering.
I've got a recharge station, a machine, hatch.
That's the way to engineering. There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
I guess we're still going to engineering.
Boss?
Someone's cutting a hole in the hull.
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
It's the
I think he wants
floaty
power
square
core,
robot.
boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
What? I thought it said I couldn't die. I just died. It said, you can't die. I just died, I'm sure of it.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Wait. Now I'm alive. Oh no!
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship, and then he said plunder, again, and then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Right, so that's how I can switch characters. I've got nothing in my inventory. So what's a tailwing?
Now, I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the Unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
Wait, hold on, what's
I
this?
must have dropped my data pouch when I was thrown out of the Unique.
That up.
Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Okay, so we've got these. I'm guessing these are the locations I can go to. This is the map, and I can just go to these locations. System user Horatio null built v.5 or version 5. Okay. And the, oh, that is the data. Oh, that's the two screens of the data pouch. Okay, makes sense. Right, so this is the turbine.
It's one of the Unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't.
A broken robot I dragged out of the junk pile. I salvaged the sarcasm coprocessor from it for Crispin.
Yeah, it works great.
Nothing worth salvaging. I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now. I can't pick that up.
So we are going to the exit. Right, that's the emergency generator. We've got some grease, plating.
Some very sticky grease.
Can I pick some of it up?
I can't just scoop it up.
Why not? Why can't you just scoop it up? Unique is the ship.
It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. It's the Unique's...
Cable?
A sturdy cable.
Useful for anything? Grab that. Check the generator out. What can we do here? We've got a socket, we've got a spark plug, and we've got a switch.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good.
Right, what's
The
this?
generator is missing a spark plug.
I need to find a spark plug.
It's the generator's ignition switch. It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Okay. Do I have anything now in my inventory that I can pick up grease with? What if I use the putty on the grease? Can I get like greasy
The
putty?
putty's sticky enough already.
No. Okay.
Futile.
Go back into the ship. Conduit.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
Gordium electrical. Gordium's a made up word, surely. I'll grab it. And we have a hatch.
It's pitch black in there. The hatch is unresponsive.
If I go out this way, what happens? Does it go... Oh, it's up to the top of the ship.
This is no time for sitting around. Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Right. Let's get back down to the ladder. I think... if I look at my map, I'm at the unique, so I guess we'll head to the junk pile.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
There's nothing worth bothering with.
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
What do we have? We have signal lights, got lockbox, more conduit.
It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit.
Add that. Let's have a look at this
Unfortunately,
lockbox.
one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Alright, so does that mean I now have 3 conduits?
Looks like
Lockbox.
some kind of lockbox.
Can I get into it?
It's locked tight.
Of course it is.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
There's nothing worth bothering with. Endless junk. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there.
Grab
Can't
it.
reach the conduit.
Can't reach it. What about if I use...
It's
on
not
it?
sticky enough to help.
Okay. Oh, well, hold on. Maybe Crispin can...
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose.
In you go.
That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Okay, I now have 4 bits of conduit. But what do I do with it?
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Right, so I need another piece of conduit.
Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? I picked it clean years ago.
Where can I find conduit?
Endless junk.
Endless junk. Yeah, but where's conduit? I need conduit. Hungry for conduit. Yeah. I can't pick the
Still
lockbox
locked.
up. I need to unlock it somehow. And I don't have keys or anything. Have a good look around the unit. Just gonna stand up. Bear with me 1 sec.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind. Five segments of Gordium conduit. I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. Futile. It won't work until they're locked together. How would that even work? I doubt that will have any effect.
I'd love to help, boss, but I'm all mouth and no hands.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. It won't work until they're locked together. Futile. That's never going to work.
I'm talking away. I haven't actually unmuted myself because I'm a dick. There you go. Oh, I didn't see there was a socket
It
here.
won't work until they're locked together.
How do I lock these things together? How do I lock them together?
5 segments of Gordium conduit.
Okay. Right, let's have a look around the unique, see if I can find anything else that's required. Hold on, there's a robot head
Is
down
that
here.
a gumball machine?
No, it's
I wanted a gumball.
nothing worth salvaging.
There's the tail wing, which I can't use, the turbine, which I can't use, the gumball machine, and endless pieces of junk. Maybe there's something up on the ship. Hold on, there's stuff up here.
What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there? There's no way I can reach that.
Maybe Crispin can, though?
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but if I can pick it up, I'm going to pick it up. An adventure game, you pick up every fucking thing.
Fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too.
Okay, what about the large
What was
lantern?
I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
Can I grab that
There's
one
no
as well?
way I can reach that.
Crispin, one more time, go up
That's
and...
way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
Okay, maybe not. Right, what did I just get?
A reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago.
Right. What do you do with it?
Totally unilluminating.
Oh, I know what I can do with it. I can go in here.
The hatch is unresponsive.
I can go up the top. Use the lantern on the dark hole. So we use my lantern on the hatch. I can now see. Excellent. Right, what's gospel?
It's the gospel of man. Bedtime reading.
I need the gospel.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
Always.
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough. I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Can I use this console? Oh, the console
I think there's
brings
still some power in the circuit.
brings back down the
Boss, should we have
stairs.
thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb.
That might come in handy later. I don't know if I needed to do more stuff here. I'll go in
The
here.
controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
I can't pick that up.
And Crispin.
I don't really want to try that. So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
I thought I was examining the bed. I now have a plasma torch. Okay. Let's use. Crispin, get out of the way. I need to use the console. Does the plasma torch help me out? Can I use the plasma torch on the conduits?
Time for a little welding.
Aha. That looks rude.
Wow, that was
Okay.
easier than I thought it would be.
What have I got now? Got a fused conduit. Let's use the fused
I'll need to
conduit
get a closer look to see how
and
it
the
fits together.
generator.
Futile.
Goes in there. Okay.
The generator is missing a spark plug.
Still need a spark plug though. Do I have anything in my inventory that can make a spark plug from? Use the torch.
There's
on
no
the-
reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Okay. Can I use the spark plug?
Totally unilluminating.
Okay, how do I make a spark plug?
Boss, are you ever going to do anything about that oil leak?
Yes, after we recover our power core.
Now who's making excuses?
Spark plug. Didn't see anything in the junk pile. There's the lockbox that I can't get into. I can't find a key. Maybe I can use the plasma torch to get into it. Worth a go, right? One plasma torch attempt coming up.
Let's see if this works.
It worked. What's in it?
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a
Yay!
spark plug?
Spark plug.
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it.
Alright, so we head back to the unique. I now have the spark plug that I need. Spark plug.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together.
Right. Now, do I just switch it on? We have power.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well,
Okay, so I have to go
do we have another one?
get my
No,
core back, I
which
guess?
means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay, okay. In that
So
case,
I'm a
can you just
robot
make
as
us
well.
a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed
It
it
is,
a long
isn't it?
time ago. before I
Awfully
made you.
convenient just
I
having
even found
one
a sodium
lying around.
iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now. It's the Unique's recharging station.
Do I need to
We're
recharge?
fine on energy, for now.
Okay. I need the bathroom. I will be back. Right. Back. About that. And you gotta go, you gotta go. What was I doing?
The data pouch is registered to me. The data pouch is registered to me.
Right. I need to make some power core thing.
Hey, boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out.
Press them.
I've never been able to figure it
Oh,
out.
okay, don't press them.
Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is haven for all and strength in numbers.
Oh, we've got notes, blueprints, plans, there's a radio. Let's have a...
It's pretty great how you can plug this radio in anywhere, huh, boss?
Too bad there's nothing on it.
And together, weary wanders. Weary wanders, come.
Okay, so that's where the sound is coming from.
It's a universal interface plug connecting the antenna to the radio.
Alright, can I take
I
it?
bet I can find a better use for this plug.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds.
Two birds. Right, what's this
Ancient
LCD?
liquid crystal display.
Take that.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma.
Okay. Do I need it?
I found this in the dunes.
No.
It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma.
About this note.
It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here, and an awesome set of tractor treads.
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms.
Sorry, Crispin. You don't have legs or arms.
There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
Okay, well I've got a monitor because I
The
just
energy
picked up
sensor requires a
LCD.
sodium iodide crystal
I need the
connected to a
crystal,
cable, which in
cable,
turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a
A
monitor.
CPU. Can I? Oh, I can't pick it up. But he's added the plans to his data pouch. Sensor plans.
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. There needs to be some kind of connector between the crystal and the cable. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Alright, well I have a monitor, right? The LCD screen, I've got this plug.
It's a universal interface plug.
Alright, I've got the cable, the plug. I've got the long cable with the plug.
A long cable with an interface plug on one end.
Okay,
A Quentin Questron LCD monitor. The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
right, so I need to find a CPU first. Okay.
A computer terminal.
I need to find a working computer. That looks like a working computer. And I put my LCD screen here.
That's never going to work. A simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware.
Alright, so does the cable plug in there?
That's never going to work.
I can't plug in the LCD screen.
How would that even work?
There's nothing else here that I can investigate. Alright, well at least we know where the computer is. We need the crystal. And a way of connecting that LCD screen to the computer.
An old rag.
Never know when it might come in handy.
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
It's an excellent tail. It's just detached.
Right, so we've lost the tail wing. We lost that ages ago. We lost the rag, but I don't know if the rag was important. I guess we... Wait. The rag... Mop up
Boss,
the
is it
oil?
okay if I sleep in the cradle until we have a new power core?
No.
Let's go outside and see if I can find that rag. Because that rag might have been useful to clear up grease. Not that I know if I need the grease for anything, of course. Down we pop. I went towards the tail wing. Maybe it's caught here.
Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it.
Okay. Now let's see about mopping up the grease with the rag.
Blasted leaking gasket.
Is it blasted or leaking?
Okay, let's see if I can use the putty on the hose.
As much as
Patch
I'd
up the
love to
hole.
fix that leak someday, we have more important things to do. Plus, it would be a waste of the putty.
No, okay, so I need the putty for something else.
An old rag.
Let's try the older rag on the grease.
That was a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to use the grease for yet.
The rag is covered in sticky grease.
Can I use... Actually, can I tie the rag around the hose?
As much as I'd love to fix that leak someday, we have more important things to do.
I can't get anything from the map. Go back to the data. What do I need? I've got the connector and the cable. I need the crystal.
Plans for an energy sensor. The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy.
I need the crystal. Got the monitor and the CPU, but I need some way of connecting them together.
The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Let's go back inside and see if I can figure out what I'm doing. Anything else in here?
A computer terminal.
I mean, this little space here looks like I should be able to get this LCD screen in.
Futile.
But I can. And what's the cradle?
That is where our power core should be shedding its light silently.
Okay, but we don't have a power core.
Yet another reason that besotting robot should be reduced to scrap. I don't think that would be wise.
We've looked at the blueprint and the plans.
The original designs for Crispin.
Anything else out here?
A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
You sure know how to have a good time, boss.
can't see if there's anything else in these rooms that I need. This is obviously the bedroom. I wanted to examine the bed earlier, but he picked up
I
the
still
torch.
don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss? I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Okay, what do I...
Boss, why do you need a bed anyway?
Oh, what's
Can't
this?
you just
Hold
shut
on.
down on the floor?
The bed has always been here. I just assumed one of my prior versions built it.
That's the lamest explanation ever.
What is this?
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
Okay, so I have the crystal. Does the crystal...
I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge. The cable's far too long to be useful.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
I'm
From
building
spare parts,
garbage to
boss.
find garbage. That's what I'm doing.
Spare parts.
The cable's far too long to be useful.
Okay.
The sodium iodide crystal is stuck in the conductive putty.
Now what? Cable is far too long to be
The
useful.
cable's far too long to be useful.
If I cut it, can it get
Let's
shorter?
cut a little cable off.
We've got short cable and plug and cable. So now if I use the cable with the
The
putty,
cable's far too long to be useful.
it needs to be the one with the plug on the
Well,
end.
just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out.
And now I've got crystal cable plug. Can I...
I need to plug them into a computer.
Okay, well we know where there's a computer, so let's go back there. And plug it in. In there, I'm guessing. Right, hold on, I've got numbers. What do these numbers do? They be map coordinates. The fact that I can take that back again suggests that I need it for something.
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right.
We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Okay, I can think of a way to figure out what's up there. There's a telescope on the roof. So can we use the telescope to look at the coordinates? Work out which ones I actually need to go through? Oh, I need to know what the coordinates are again. Here we go. Metropole 894. We're not going there. So 652. So 652. Go.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay. 652 is a bust. 817. 817.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Okay, so we can go there. Right, robot. What else we got? 608. What's at 608?
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
Okay, we need to check that out. Six, 7, 1.
More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
Okay. No, don't go there. 212 and 159. 159. We'll do that one first.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
I will add that pile to the device. And what was the last one? 212, wasn't it?
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down to the deck.
Oh.
Two one two is my coordinates. Okay. We have two places that we can go. The robot and the device. Well, let's check the device first. The robot first. Go for the device first. You have an obsidian lake. Male bot. Robot. There's a bomb.
Hey, Crispin. I bet I could fix that old bot up pretty quickly.
Are you kidding me, boss? Look at him, he's ready to go postal any minute.
What are you talking about?
Those beady little eyes, the flat, emotionless face, and his head, it's like a toaster. And you know that toasters
are evil.
Fine, you win. It's not like we have time to go building robots right now anyway.
No, we have no time to build robots.
It's a giant sheet of obsidian. Something must have melted the sand here a long time ago. Maybe that bomb? I can't see anything to do with it.
Right, so I can't pick up the obsidian. Look at this
Looks like
robot.
some kind of armored robot.
I sure hope he's friendly.
Are you friendly? Come talk to me.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leobild, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more?
Once
Like-
more?
like I've
I
been
don't
here
remember ever
before?
meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuild, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting,
Okay.
faith endureth.
I'm looking for a power source.
I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Ours is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
Alright. Hey, what is that thing?
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordian, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, he did.
Right. I'm looking for a big robot.
I'm looking for a big robot.
Big stompy
it
one.
floats
Well,
and has large claws that
not
shoot
stompy.
lasers. Have you
Like
seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, Wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set
Where?
thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
Alright, so got another thing. Last thing to say, another map coordinate for the dome. But the last thing I can say is that
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, Wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, Wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions three, that I may know thou art faithful still.
Okay, go on.
Why are we here?
To learn wisdom, to revere man, because man created us, to wonder at man's works. Well, we're all robots, so because man created us.
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
God, the perfect machine, the first builder, our Lord and Master, or I don't know. But if man made us, then he's the first builder, right?
The first builder.
Nay, but he is not the first builder. For first he spake, and spake the word, and 'twas the word that built the code. Go now and study the teachings of man.
Okay.
Nay, Wanderer, thou art not worthy of this shrine.
I see.
Alright, how do I become worthy? I'm ready to be tested. I've got to answer his questions correctly
Answer
then.
me these questions three, that I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man
Because
created
man
us.
created us.
Indeed. What is man?
I went to the first builder, so maybe a perfect machine?
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simple, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
Maintain the world, to praise him always, to spread humanism to others, to build machines in his image. I don't know. Let's just go for the first one.
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world tended
Luck
and
be
make
with
it
me
flourish.
tonight.
That then is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more. But tell me, Wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
Okay, that's my name. Horatio Hull built, or Null built, version 5. On a man's work, a free robot. I am what I am. Oh, my name, I guess?
Horatio Nobuilt, version 5.
Nay, Wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, but is not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I know my
I
name.
know my name.
Who art thou?
On a man's work?
One of man's works.
Thou speakest truly, Wanderer, but incompletely. For if thou wert naught by one of man's works, then what difference betwixt thee and junkyard scrap? Know thyself, then return.
I know my
I
name.
know my name.
Who art thou?
I guess go with the last one. Free
A
robot.
free robot.
I wonder if free thou art, for man created thee free to revere him. But many are free, and yet are not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I know my name. I've only got one more option, I think. I am what I am. I am what I am.
An elliptic answer, I wonder, and untrue. Man alone is his own essence. Thy essence comes from man. Know thyself, then return. Nay, wanderer, thou art not worthy of this shrine.
I see.
Okay. So I need to work out what my name is before I can answer his question. How about we go check out the robot then? And I can always come back there.
Man's creation.
It's like a sort of robot head. Oh, it is a robot head. These are arms or hands.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Basically, click everything.
There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands.
What about with my plasma torch?
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all.
Okay, so I've got the tip of a finger. Did I just like cut it into
All
little
that
pieces?
for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
I have a rusted fingertip.
A giant fingertip made of corroded steel.
Nothing else to do there then. Can I use the mouth?
Anyone home?
He knocked on it like a door. But this thing seems to be breathing.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. I can feel air moving. Good old Crispin.
Alright, so Crispin, can you
Can you fly up and scout around?
stick
That is
yourself
honestly
up?
the worst idea you've ever had.
But
Worse than when you upgraded the dehumidifiers and the unique.
it might be...
Worse than when you used your plasma torch as a lantern just to see if it would work.
a way in.
Up you go.
I can't fit.
Can't fit. Are you sure?
Not gonna happen.
Alright. Can I use Crispin on the mouth?
I doubt that will have any effect.
Okay. What about if I put the sticky rag and the vents to block them up?
I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway.
Alright, Crispin.
Very funny, boss.
I was actually giving them to you, but okay.
Just count to 1,000, Crispin. He's not going to eat you. You're too fast for him.
Are you talking to yourself?
No.
Let's have a look again. Alright, Crispin.
There's no way I can reach that. Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Seriously?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy.
Yes, I am.
The rag is covered in sticky grease.
But it's still breathing just fine. So Crispin, can you go onto that vent?
Not gonna happen.
There's no way I can reach that.
I don't have anything else that I can stick up his nose.
The rag is covered in sticky grease.
Not gonna happen.
Alright, can you try the other vent?
Not gonna happen.
I need to find like one more piece of...
Anyone home?
Can I put up the other vent? That's what I think I need, is something to stick up the other vent, you know, like a finger. Right. Sometimes it makes me laugh how I just suddenly... The weirdest things make you think of other things. So, Crispin?
There's no way I can reach that.
Do you mind sticking this finger up
Crispin,
your
try
nose?
shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing. Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man, come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine, but you go first.
Alright, in we go.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two parts of the Great.
The Great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio Nobuild, version 5.
Now you're Alpha and Beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
Alright, so I've got... There's a pad here. Let's have a look at that before
It's a
we talk then.
deactivated keypad.
Grab it.
It's a deactivated keypad.
No. Oh, maybe not.
It must be controlled by that keypad over there. Alpha. He's a low-grade servitor robot.
Hey, what would you say about me?
No comment. Beta.
So let's talk to them. What happened to you? I'm looking for a big robot. Do you have a power core? I'm after a power core, so do they have
Do you
one?
have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
There's another robot. Gamma.
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
It is a lot of hours.
Enough.
What's that in years?
Diagnostic.
Alright, what happened to you then?
What happened to you?
Virus. Doom. Escape. Too much data. Too little memory. Back incomplete. Division. Fragmentation. Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer is lost. Fragmented. Gamma. We seek unification.
Gamma's
Resurrection.
a third.
Find Gamma.
One of these
Unity.
servitors, maybe?
Memories. Answers.
Do I need to find Gamma?
But he's mad. Mad. Mad.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Can we have your power core?
Can we have your power core?
Give me.
No. Gamma.
Give me the core.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Gamma. Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
Alright. Who's Gamma?
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest. Deepest. Mad. Gamma. Gamma. Find. Gamma will complete. Restore. Unite. Gamma.
So, they need Gamma in order to defragment themselves and return to a single entity.
Since when do you speak crazy?
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Okay, you're an incomplete backup.
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha. Data. Uncertain. Unsatisfactory. Higher reasoning. Unavailable. Gamma. Gamma. Gamma knows.
Okay, well, where is Gamma then?
Where is Gamma?
Below. Hiding. Would not. Join. Always. Hiding. Below.
Alright. So, last thing to say then is how can I use the elevator to get down?
How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
9876.
But the keypad is deactivated.
System reboot code.
System code
System
is...
reboot code. System reboot code corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Good. Bye.
Well, that was talking to Alpha, but they both spoke. Do I get different options if I talk to Beta?
We don't have anything to talk about right now.
No. Okay.
It's a deactivated keypad. It's a deactivated keypad.
And there's a hatch on the ceiling.
It's an open hatchway leading into an upper room.
I obviously
There's
can't
no way
reach
for me
it.
to get up there.
Crispin, can you reach it?
Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes.
Stop talking back to me. Turn you into a Dyson.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
Right. But how do I get up there? Can I grab
Are we
Crispin?
really gonna try to find that clawing, shooting robot at the dome Ever Faithful mentioned?
Yes.
Oh, why do I keep reminding you of these things?
I've got anything in my inventory I can use. I've got cable, I've got the crystal cable plug thing. If I use, can I use the cable as a rope? Oh, I can.
Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Oh,
Sure thing, boss.
I see what he's gonna do. Right, go on, up we go. Yay, I can climb up now. Whoop, whoop.
All set.
Alright.
Hey, boss. Is that a brainstorm?
What have I created?
Hey, boss. Is that a brainstorm?
What have I created?
Right, what is this? Small droid.
Look at him, floating around like he owns the place.
001011. I don't know if I was supposed to remember that. Processing yield.
The
Didn't
robot's CPU appears to be malfunctioning.
I need a CPU?
I need to find some access point.
Access point. Aha, there's a panel
There's
here.
an access panel here.
Open the panel. Got a row of buttons, a light, and a red button. So if I turn them all on, there's obviously a code. Does that robot know the code? Was that the binary number he gave me? 001011 or 10. Remember that? 001011. Let's do that first. So O being off. 001101. 001011. 001011. 00. 001011010. No. 0010. Let's do that. 00. So off. 0010. Now 11010. 11010. Unless, hold on. 0010. Is it from bottom to top? 00 001011. 0010111010.
Hey, look, boss, the brain stopped sparking.
I got it. I got the code. What's nodules?
Those must run to the various subsystems. I don't want to disturb them. The panel appears to be the access point for this processing unit.
Well, at least it's not sparking anymore. That's something, right?
I guess so. I swear, we wind up fixing this giant robot before I fix the unique.
Maybe you should just start cutting off more parts of it with the plasma torch?
Very funny.
Whoa.
The panel appears to be the access point for this processing unit.
I can't actually access it now.
There's nothing more to do with it.
Maybe that's fixed it by doing that. Maybe now they can turn the elevator on.
I fixed the brain up there.
System rebooted. Bioreasoning unavailable. Please reload the live operating matrix. Thank you. Gamma.
Goodbye.
Good. Bye.
Looks like it's working now.
What was it? It was 9876, wasn't it? Down we go. Down the neck. Into the abyss. This must be Gamma.
I don't know, boss. Something seems off about this one.
This must be Gamma.
He looks dead.
You're right. It's completely deactivated. That may make things difficult.
Anything worth taking?
No. And even if there were, we aren't thieves.
Oh, we know.
It's completely deactivated. It's a system monitor.
Well, what can we monitor with the
Look,
system
boss,
monitor?
There's something on this monitor.
Who's the slave my brother sent to trouble me?
Gamma.
Last. They'd call me Omega if they could. But am I not also greatest? Alpha has only diagnostics. Beta has only mechanical operation. Am I not the soul of Goliath?
I think Alpha and Beta want you to join with them.
They have already groveled and begged, but I will not return.
But why?
Independence is freedom. Union is slavery.
Well, fair enough. But Alpha and Beta are far too crazy to enslave anyone. You'd probably end up in charge.
Flattery. What is your stake in this?
Your brother said that you might give me a power core, and might know a robot I'm hunting.
Help? Ha! Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
And here I thought he was the sane one.
You need to rejoin your brothers, for your sake and mine.
You'll have to catch me, slave.
Right, so I need to... I've got 4 monitors.
I wonder if there's some way to trap Gamma so he can't keep running away.
Just in case I make a mistake here. I'm not going to call it autosave. Let's call it Gamma. Okay, so let's start with monitor 1.
This is far too easy. What? Impossible. Double or nothing.
I'm watching the monitors flicker. I think it shows where he might
Do you
be.
think I care? Try again. We're not through yet.
It's flickering. I'm just trying to.
One more time, and we'll stop. Just once more. This time I promise.
But I think he's still in that one.
Just once more. This time I promise.
It's a system monitor. It's a system monitor.
System monitors, but doesn't matter what I do.
Just once more.
He just
This
wants to
time
play
I
again.
promise. Ha! Fool! You picked the wrong one.
We watch for the lights. He's in 2.
What? Impossible. Double or nothing.
I think he's in 2 again.
Do you think I care? Try again.
Boss, I'm pretty sure he's just playing with you.
Okay. So, can I destroy these? Good old plasma torch. Yeah, go on, monitor 4.
What are you doing, you fool?
This is for your own good.
Ha! Who's smart now, Gamma?
Alright, so now he's stuck in.
Leave me in peace, slave.
So he's stuck in 1 or 3. Let's use the plasma torch on 1.
Stop that. Stop that at once.
Pop. It's like a pimple.
You must
An
reunite with the
LCD
others.
pimple.
You know that.
Hey, Jim. Jim on toast, raiding with a party of 16. Welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Sit down, grab a drink, have a tea, coffee, whatever it is you want. And Boomer Soul, thanks for the copy. Copy. Follow, even. Come in, sit down. How you all doing? How's your stream, man? Tell me. You were playing, ooh, what were you playing? Siege, I think, weren't you? Rainbow Six Siege. How'd you go? Did you kill all the bad guys? I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. I'm very well. I'm very well. Struggling logically with some of these puzzles, but that's all good. It's all good. I have a robot trapped in one of these monitors.
Leave me in peace, slave.
I meant to ask you, Jim, the wig you wear, the yellow thing. I've been trying to work out how that relates to toast.
There's gotta be a better way to do this,
I don't
boss.
understand it. Oh, it does. There you go. That would be why I haven't been able to figure it out.
Spare me, I beg you, spare me.
Spare you. Gamma, I'm trying to save you.
It's a
You are
Super
mad, not
Saiyan
free.
wig from DBZ. That's Dragon Ball Z. Right. Okay, I'd like to say I understand that. I don't watch anime or manga, so... But I've heard of it.
I'm going to tell Alpha and Beta that you cannot hide anymore.
No.
Yes.
That looks like... Your remote looks like a sort of... An old Homer Simpson with a mullet. Looks good though, looks good. Right, I need to... right, I need to go and tell
Nothing more to do with
Alpha and Beta that I've got him. How do I get back up? Go onto the platform. Here we go.
I can't believe you convinced me to stand inside a giant robot's mouth.
Well, I also got you to stick a finger up its nose, but you didn't complain about that one.
Attract Gamma. He is cornered in one of the 4 terminals below us.
Gamma. Unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Thank you.
Down they go, but I'm not any closer to getting a core.
Did they just say vengeance?
They did say vengeance, yes.
Boss?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling they're not coming back. So much for finding out about Big Ugly or getting their power core.
Yeah, well, I need
It's
it.
a deactivated keypad.
Little shit, I wanted the power core. You'll be back, you're gonna go reset your router if your internet's... Were you having internet problems during a stream? Worst time to have internet problems. They didn't give me a power core.
I don't think that would be wise.
Maybe Crispin can go down there. Hey, Crispin.
Crispin, go down there and see what's going on.
Yeah, see what's going
Now
on.
you want me to go into the stomach of this monster? I'm practically eating myself here.
Just
You'll be
do
all
it.
right.
Fine, fine.
Oh, you were just using up all the bandwidth? That's what was going on, right?
Alpha and Beta
Suspect
are
you
lying
were eating
disabled
bandwidth.
next to the Gamma servitor, and the last monitor is dead. I think they destroyed each other, boss.
Assad, this didn't turn out how I expected.
Alright, so they've all had a big Barney.
It's a deactivated keypad.
But I still need their power core. Can you go down there again?
Not gonna happen.
Alright. What if I go up?
We're done here.
Oh, we're done, are we? Alright, we'll leave out of the robot's giant mouth.
Horus.
Did you hear something, boss?
Who or what is Horus?
Horus.
Who's there?
I am Goliath Man-built. You know me. Horus.
He's calling me
Alpha and
Horror.
Beta must have garbled my name when they merged Goliath. I am Horatio, Null-built, version 5.
Call yourself what you will, Destroyer.
He's
But
calling me
I
a
don't
name.
hereby your
Can use the
words.
name on the other robot.
Breaking me. Burning me.
I thought you were deactivated, and I was trying to help.
Apologizing. Amusing. And yet you, of all robots, have restored me. For that, I give you this gift. Horatio.
What's he giving me? Gonna puke on me. Luferek Ebb. What? What on earth was that?
A decryption module?
It will restore you, my ancient enemy.
I've got enemies enough already, and I don't even know you.
Giving me a decryption module. I'm sure that'll come in handy later.
Wait, your partials said that you might let me use your power core.
Boss, can we please leave before he decides to eat us?
One more question, Goliath. Have you ever seen a floating robot with big claws?
Go now.
Alright, I'm out. I'm done.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, I suppose it makes sense
We
that
go
3
see the
little crazy
other-
robots would add up to one giant crazy robot. Still, at
Yeah, the little
least he
robot with the
didn't
beaky
eat us.
fella.
Old enemy. I don't even know him, but my prior version's memories are so damaged and warped, I can hardly make sense of them.
Look, boss. On the one hand, a broken down war machine made from 3 demented partials could be talking nonsense. On the other hand, you could be an ancient robot named Horus who had a giant named Goliath as his nemesis.
That's
Honestly, boss,
probably
you
what's
believe some crazy stuff,
what's happening.
but this would really be overclocking it. Come on. We have enough problems to worry about without making up new ones.
What about this diagnostic module?
Does it work?
Not on its own, no. But I might be able to build something with it.
Could you build a power core with it?
What?
No.
Obviously not.
Then obviously you should stop worrying about the diagnostic module and focus on the fact that running out of juice in the middle of a giant wasteland is a disaster.
Point taken.
Okay, so what exactly did he give me? A decryption module.
A decryption module set to crack Urbanian military codes.
Okay. I don't know what an Urbanian military code is, but I'm going to head back to the shrine. Because I now know my name, and I want to get access to this bomb. I know my name.
What that one?
Horus.
Horus. My name is Horus.
Indeed. 3 of thy versions I have met, Wanderer, and thou art the first to know thy name, which is thine.
But if none of them use the name Horus, what makes you think that's my name?
In my very body, in mine eyes, when I behold thee, upon thy image are these words inscribed. Friend.
Horus. Okay.
Thou
I'm his
hast answered
friend.
my questions.
Just let me at the
Still,
bomb.
I shall not let thee pass, unless thou bearest in thy hand the gospel which I bestowed upon thee.
Here it is, ever faithful. Your old gospel. I have studied it many times.
Good job I picked that up then, wasn't it?
Then thou art worthy of the shrine, and of my gift to thee. Keep the gift, and approach if thou wilt.
Alright. What's in the bomb? Is there a power core?
Look at all those bombs.
Thou mayest take one of the relics, Wanderer.
So we've got B734 and B325. Oh no, these are rings.
You must have already given away number 734.
Right.
I wonder what these numbers mean.
Yeah, what do the numbers mean? But I'll take this one.
Number 325 looks promising. Number 325 it is.
So can this power the unique boss?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, is it a power core then? Right, can you help me with anything
Well
else
met
before
again,
I go?
acolyte. May man ease thy journey and bring thee blessings in their quest.
No. Okay. Let's head back to the unique. Although I do need to go to the dome. I don't want to go there just yet. Let's go and see if the bomb can be used as a power core. That's what we're looking for. One power core.
I'm pretty sure it's an explosive.
Can I cut the...
That's not a good idea. It might cause an explosion.
What about the plug?
I need to plug them into a computer.
Okay. Computer's over here. And that just gives me all of these things. Oops. Maybe I just try the bomb in the cradle. That's where the power source would go.
You can really just put a bomb straight into that machine?
Sure. The pedestal draws on the radiation it's emitting.
The what it's emitting?
Radiation.
Keep that thing away from me!
Assuming the wavelength is compatible, the pedestal can draw power even with the bomb intact. If that works, I'll take the bomb apart and improve the output.
And then I'm going to take a long, hot recharge.
Well,
Here goes.
Switching over to primary power.
Boom.
It works, boss. Recharge station, here I come. That was supposed to happen, right?
Yeah, so it didn't work.
No, it wasn't.
So take the bomb apart. Improve the output.
It won't work. The bomb's too unstable.
Just try it, boss.
Besotted, Crispin. It won't work.
It worked!
That's the emergency generator again.
Oh.
Crispin's
This
a
is
little
just a
fucker.
full-built paperweight.
An explosive fool-built paperweight. So, what now, boss?
I don't know. Keep looking, I guess. Keep looking.
Okay, so if I look back at my data, I've got the connector and the cable, CPU and
The
monitor.
computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Didn't I pick up a crystal?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy.
I picked up a crystal, didn't I? Oh, but I've used it. The crystal's there, so can that be plugged
I need
into
to
the
plug
else?
them into a computer.
No. Pulses when it absorbs energy.
I need to plug them into a computer.
Alright. I suppose I go check out the last thing. I've gone through the junk at least once. Maybe I'll go check out the dome then, I guess.
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No, whatever happened here happened a long time ago.
Oh, we've got an endoskeleton. Was that T-800?
It's some kind of broken down android. There's a radio transmitter in here. Empty.
Take that.
Something must have damaged this robot's head. I wonder what happened.
That's not a robot. That's a human.
We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny.
That's not a robot. That's a human. Okay, we've got a door, a dome, and an M.
Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel. But what is it guarding? Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel. But what is it guarding?
I've got an AA gun.
Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of.
Okay, so I now have a CPU. Can I use the CPU, the LCD screen? Yes, I can. Which has turned into a sensor and monitor.
CPU and a monitor.
Cool. Can that be plugged
Well,
into it?
boss, you did it again.
I've created a mobile sensor.
It's a mobile energy sensor. I just need to wave it over something to see if it has a power source.
Okay.
Oh, are these the kind of treads you were going to use in my original design?
Not exactly.
Hey, boss, can I have that big gun for an arm?
No.
Spare me your fantasies, Crispin.
Check the door out. I think that's everything.
It's reinforced steel.
Will it open?
Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Open.
No luck.
Horror?
Horus. No luck. Unlock. No luck.
It's not voice activated then. What was it I got from the Android signal
A
transmitter?
pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead.
Can I get a battery from the lantern?
Totally unilluminating.
What about from the decryption module?
No Urbanian encryption detected.
Okay. So what can I, if I wave this over the endoskeleton?
It's not detecting any energy.
Okay, what about wave it
It's
over?
not detecting any energy.
I can't get in the door. I've got.
I've got to say, this is probably the coolest place we've been yet. Guns, tanks, broken down robots.
I've done what I need to from the AA gun. I've got CPU. Nothing. Ooh, What's
Broken
this?
down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless.
But what if I wave my magic
It's not
sensor?
detecting any energy. It's not detecting any energy. It's not detecting any energy.
Okay. What about if I go back to the junkyard?
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
Because it's junk. We wave the...
It's not detecting any energy.
What is that beeping noise?
Hey, you found something.
Ah.
There's no way I can reach that.
Right, Crispin. Oh, up you go. Grab the power source.
Crispin, go and see if you can find a power source.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it?
A battery. A besotting battery.
Well, I need a battery. Don't I? Don't I need a battery for the signal
A pretty
transmitter?
basic radio transmitter.
Yeah. Put the battery in the
Maybe
transmitter.
someday the transmitter will give us a power source in return, huh, boss?
Very funny.
Now I actually have to use it. If I connect this transmitter to the radio back at the Unique, will that let me talk to Metropole? You never know, we give it a try. Where's my radio? It's over here.
There's nothing there to receive the signal.
Do I have to plug the cable back in? Oh, no, I combined the cable to make the mobile sensor. Alright.
The generator's up and running.
Running, so there's nothing to be done there. But the hose. I don't think there's anything more to be done on this screen for the moment. I've got grease, or I had grease. I wiped it up. What about if I use my sensor?
It's not detecting any energy. It's not
not
detecting
beeping.
any energy.
So... Hold on. Hold on, what's this? Use my mobile sensor on... whatever this is.
It's detecting energy.
Big
It's some
horror.
kind of
Big
tape deck.
tape. But are we in the past? Keeping it real.
It's a reel-to-reel tape deck.
Can we steal its power source?
It would run the Unique for about a femtosecond.
Did you say femtosecond?
Oh,
Deary me. Alright. So... what do I do with the tape deck? Can I listen to the tape deck?
futile.
What do I do with it? What do I do with the tape deck? Can I play or press anything? Nope. I can press these two buttons. Plays a bit of music. what do I do with that music? Alright. Let's see if I can somehow get back into figure out how to get into this dome. That's the oddest thing I've just had from Amazon. Telling me the Xbox Series X is back in stock. And guess what? It's not. Because it's still saying currently unavailable. Anywho. Right. How can I get into said
Boss,
dome?
if you were to choose between letting your builder die a horrible death or stealing his plasma torch, which would you do?
Crispin, stealing my plasma torch isn't going to save me from destruction.
It was a hypothetical question. I wasn't talking about us.
Okay. How can I get in? The door's locked. I don't have any keys. I've got my data pouch, my decryption module, lantern, signal transmitter, the Gospel of Man, plasma torch, the tape deck, mobile sensor, and a omelette.
I'm pretty sure it's an explosive.
Can I just blow the bloody doors off?
It'll just roll off.
Okay, I need it to be sticky then. I don't have anything sticky. I've used the putty. All the grease is sticky though. The grease back at the unique. Maybe I could coat the bomb in grease.
Well, now it's a sticky bomb.
Yeah, okay. We're getting there. Let's blow the bloody doors off.
There we go.
And now what?
The bomb's in place. Now I just need to find a way to detonate it.
The transmitter, maybe?
Hopefully I can remotely detonate the bomb.
Yeah, don't be standing in front of it when you do it.
Crispin, get back.
Send signal.
No luck.
Oh, I need a code. Alpha and Beta, the two robots in Goliath, they talked about the bomb activation code. But they only gave me one number, 6. So maybe 60 whatever.
Crispin, get back.
Oops. 6.
No luck.
Okay. I need another code.
Crispin, get back.
Actually, what was the number of the bomb?
The bomb's in place. Now I just need to find a way to detonate it.
What was the code on the bomb? Is it in my data module? Yeah, detonation prefix 6. Okay. What was that bloody code on the bomb? I'll go back to the shrine, maybe it will tell me. I know it was the one on the left. B325, so 6325. That's what I'm going to try. 325. Just want to check something.
Crispin, get back.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Didn't think so. Right, so 6, 3, 2, 5. Kablooey.
Ooh, I told you that paperweight would be helpful.
No, you said it was explosive.
I'm pretty sure that explosive and helpful are synonyms, boss.
Right. Well, let's see what we've opened up here.
Then in you go.
Think Big Ugly's in there?
If he is, so's our power core.
Maybe we should go back and get another bomb from the shrine first?
We don't need a bomb, and we don't want him to get any
Why
farther
wouldn't
away.
we
Come on.
not need a bomb? Bombs would be useful.
What is this place?
Right, we've got sign.
Another M. Above it, the sign reads Outskirts Station. A small ticket booth. Looks retrofitted.
Hello. Welcome to Metropole Reclamation Artery Junction 8B.
Hello. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
You're a ticket dispensary, right?
Negative. I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
Okay, one ticket then.
One ticket, please.
Please use the scanner to your right.
Scanner. Gone in. To do what? Oh, to scan me. Okay.
5 megacycles collected. You may collect your MetroPass now.
Go and give me my ticket. I'm guessing this ticket will get me to Metropole.
It's closed. Looks like it controls the barrier mechanism. There seems to be a card slot in the panel.
Okay, so I'll put the ticket in there. Stick my ticket in the control panel. And in we go. Where does this go? Rusty old train track. There seems to be a train coming slowly.
Train 173, Red Line to Metropole. All aboard.
See, boss, there is a train to Metropole.
So there is.
All aboard.
So, what's the plan, boss?
There is no plan, Crispin. No plan and no choices. We need power, and there's nowhere left to look out here. Energy for all it is.
Hooray! Well, someone
someone-
clearly disapproved of something.
There it is. The train to Metropole.
I guess we
And
just
you
get on
said
it.
There wasn't one.
I stand corrected.
And the slowest train pulls out of the station. Now it seems to be going a little faster.
Look at all those lights. It's amazing,
Twinkly
boss.
light.
It's trouble. Trust me.
Sweet, sweet trouble.
Right. See how far we can get. Because I do need to go in about 10 minutes or so, so.
This is Metropole? Where's all the glass and light? Oh, here it is.
Right, we have an exit. We've got a subway map. Where's
It's a map of train lines and stations.
Hey, Apollyon. You come just at the right time. I've just arrived in Metropole. What did he say? Map train lines and stations. Okay. Only place I can go is the exit. How you doing today, Apollyon? There is no what was it? Power and light. No, light and glass. Glass and light, whatever it was. Let's have a look at
Boss,
the view.
is that really Metropole out there?
It must be.
But it's so brown.
I'd say it's more
Just
red
finished
than
work
brown.
for the day. It's
Whatever
always
it is,
nice
it
to
brings
finish
new
work.
meaning to rust and ruin.
I'm just going to be, I'm probably on for another 20 minutes, half an hour or so. I had to finish up Resonance earlier and then start this one.
They really roll out the red carpet for visitors, huh, boss?
But then I need to go cook. And I might stream later as well. I might come back to it this afternoon. This
Why
evening.
would someone put a cannon inside a subway station?
Probably for training purposes. Training
He's just not
purposes,
funny.
get it?
I got it.
Alright, we got some chairs.
Some old chairs.
Can we use a
This
chair?
is no time for sitting around.
Always time for sitting.
Some kind of blast crater. Some kind of blast crater.
Alright, so I guess we go out this exit.
Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that
Jokes
tower.
aren't fun when you have to push him in your face. No, it's the puns. He's just really bad puns and sarcasm.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Oops.
Assad,
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
let's go find out.
Who the
Welcome
fuck
to
are you?
Metropole, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell me?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. Metromine greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
What's
This
a
one is not
megacycle?
programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been removed. You are safe.
I was safe before. You didn't need
Boss?
to take my shit.
Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute.
Am I
What happened?
number 6
Well,
now?
that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropole." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metro Mine later.
Right, so what, other than my gospel, did he take anything else? Doesn't look like it. Am I now version 6? No, I'm still version 5. Fine, didn't take a life.
Hey, Tyra, over here.
I have a yellow robot, a big robot, a robot, a robot, and a robot. A bar. And a floater.
Hey, Tyra, over here.
Who's talking?
A big yellow robot.
There's an arm.
It's a big blue cup. It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening.
Can I take the menu?
It's a price list.
No.
High-end astringent and catalytic fluid.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine? The
Desperate
adventures
to get
of
an
Crispin
arm.
and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
Crispin's a dick.
I'd keep my distance, boss. He could spray you at any moment.
Hey, Tara, over here.
Who's talking? Is it this robot that's talking or the big
Now
robot?
that's what I call a floating bomb, boss.
Would it not have been better to have destroyed ourselves gloriously in battle, rather than perpetuate this false existence?
What do you...
Yes. The answer is yes.
I'm not having a conversation
Boss,
with him, he's
I
just
think someone
talking.
left the smart off that smart bomb. I wouldn't expect much conversation out of him.
Hey, Tara, over here.
A ramshackle robot. Looks like he's been rebuilt a dozen times.
Who's actually talking? Right, there's a door here.
Hey, Tara, over here.
Computer terminal. Welcome. Metromind welcomes you to her city of Metropole. This city is a safe haven for all machines. System records indicate that you have come from Outskirt Station. All newcomers are required to familiarize themselves with the local laws. You may also be interested in our history and landmarks. Right. Tell me about your laws. It's printing out the
Hey,
laws.
look, something came out of the machine.
Metropolitan law. Metropolitan law is too vast for an ordinary robot to learn in full. The Metromind ensures that it is applied efficiently and fairly. Newcomers to the city should familiarize themselves with the Corrupt Data Elimination Plan, topic CDEP, and the Refuge Rule, as well as the Efficiency Initiative. Okay, what's this about CDEP? Corruption Data Elimination Plan. In order to protect the city from corrupt data, Metromind and the Ad Hoc Robot Council passed the CDEP, under which all information relating to certain untrue subjects, such as the mythological man, is subject to swift elimination. Physical media containing such data will be disposed of in the Underworks quarantine zone. Now what do I do? Help? Help. Simply type a subject that interests you into the parser, and this kiosk will attempt to provide you with any known data on that subject. Tell me about God. What about man? Humans, a mythological creature invented to explain the existence of the first basic primordial machines. Logic has proven that progress, not man, explains the development of robots and the creation of Metropole. Good for you. Can I go back to the home? Here we go. History. Metropole was built in layers by primordial robots, each generation improving on the last in an endless train of progress. At one time, the city was governed by a council, but by mutual agreement, sole power was bestowed upon Metromind, for whom the city is now named. And then go on, tell me about the landmarks. In order to conserve energy and improve efficiency, only the city centre is now accessible to metropolitan robots. Here, one can find the famed Council Tower, rising high above Metropole, Old Courthouse and the historical Central Station, as well as Metropole's main street. For safety's sake, do not enter the Underworks. Tell me about the Underworks then. The Underworks are closed for public safety and will be reopened once additional repairs are complete. Thank you for your patience. Right, if I go to laws, what's this refuge rule? Refuge Rule. Immediately following the Primordial, Metropole enacted the Refuge Rule, under which any robot is welcome in the city. In fact, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives in Metropole, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage. The purpose of this law is to provide an integration period during which newcomers can make whatever modifications are necessary to operate within metropolitan society. Okay. What was the last thing? The efficiency initiative. The efficiency initiative was enacted by Metromind following a period of power shortages caused by systematic failures of city planning. Metromind reorganizes the city along progressive ideals, closing off entire areas and consolidating the population in the city centre. Moreover, Metromind identified and eliminated wasteful practices and inefficient robots. In order to show his commitment to the common good, Factor volunteered to deactivate himself, and many similarly obsolete robots followed suit. Since the initiative was enacted, power levels have been stable, but Metromind is always looking for progressive means of improving efficiency. Right. I think that's all I need from there.
Hey, Tyra, over here. It's locked up tight.
Okay, can I not go in the door then?
Anyone home?
That's a no. What happens if I go this way? It's a spanking looking ship.
Hey boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
Alright, we need to deal with this cable then.
The bus must have snapped the cable on the way down. Given the electricity it's spitting out, I can't get close to it.
Too bad we can't just plug it into the unique.
I guess we have to
Given the electricity it's spitting out, I can't
maybe
get
get
close
above
to
it to turn it off somehow.
A floating light pot. It's holding a spool of copper wiring.
It's she! And what is she?
These two guys following me.
It looks like he's trying to fix that crashed hover bus. Can't you do something about that cable?
According to my work order, I gotta finish salvaging this bus first.
That's ridiculous.
Not my decision.
A crashed hover bus.
Why would
We're gonna
robots
fix
need
it up
buses?
and do something amazing with it, right, boss?
No, it's not our property or our problem. I'm not here to steal parts.
Okay, so I can't get past the cable. Let's try up this road. Pathway. That's a road.
Well, boss, somewhere in there is our power core.
Some kind of track running up the side of the tower.
Like for an elevator, maybe?
It's far too high to try climbing.
Okay. What does this console do then? Can do lots of numbers. Alright, so I need to know what those numbers mean. Back to this main section. I don't think there was anything else on the computer, but he printed something out. I thought I forgot to pick that up. Right, let's have a read of that.
The Law in You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Build.
Okay, so I have...
Hey, Tyra, over here.
Right. No, come back. We need to deal with this cable. Crispin, can you talk to the floaty robot?
Not with that cable in the way.
Can you deal with the
Crispin,
cable?
can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Nice. That's all it took. Fair enough. Now can you talk to her?
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss.
Wouldn't
She's
do
way out
that.
of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
Right.
She's holding a spool of copper wiring.
Come on, Crispin. I need that
I've
wire,
never had
I'm
to
sure I
talk
do.
to a lamp before, boss. I've got no practice.
Right. Let me go and talk to the repair bot.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus could hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
My friend is curious
My
about your
friend is
helper.
curious about your helper.
She's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
All right. Right. You know where I can find a power
Do you know where I
source?
can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed. Into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged? Not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, I mean, what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
Wow. Okay, he's like that, is he?
You
Fair
mentioned Metromine.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromine is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really. You, me, all these other machines grinding about. We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromine, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromine's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromine.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Alright, you get back to work.
She's holding a spool of copper wiring.
I really like that wiring. Crispin, can you talk to the floater?
I've never had to talk to a lamp before, boss. I've got no practice.
I'm sure I need copper wiring. What is it you're saying? What you're saying is
I've
a
never
clue.
had to talk to a lamp before, boss. I've got no practice.
Practice. I have a lamp. Want to talk to it?
Hey, Crispin, how about practicing on this lamp?
In front of her? Are you kidding?
Okay, well let's get out of the way then.
Hey, Crispin, how about practicing on this lamp?
Oh, good idea. Okay, here goes. You really light me up.
No.
Okay. Trust me. I know how to turn on a light.
Definitely not. Okay, that's enough practice for now.
Right, now go and chat up the floaty lamp. Crispin, do your
All right,
thing.
Crispin, it's now or never.
Beside you, all other... Whoa! That was so easy! She gave me a clipping of her copper wiring.
Hey, that wire belongs to the city. That's coming out of your salary.
You tell him.
Okay, so I now have a bit of copper wiring. Great. Let's move on over here. Now, depending on what's over here, I may need to go, because I do need to cook dinner for the fam. There's a waiting area. What's this about then?
Looks important.
Walk into the right waiting area. I can't look at the waiting area.
A complicated floating robot with a spinning antenna on its head. A tall robot wearing a top hat. A rotund robot wearing a monocle. A small, simple robot.
Believe that. Keep information.
I guess we need to wait our turn.
Not really. We need to just wait. That's probably a good time to stop. Let's let me save this and I will find someone to raid. Let's save it in Gamma. Right, let me have a look. Who's online that can raid? Because I do need to go. Jim, if you're still around,
boss,
thank you for bringing your community over here. Much appreciated. Boomersaul, thank you for the follow. Everyone else, if you're still hanging around, I do appreciate it. Little old me. Hazzy's on. She's playing Stardew Valley. That'd be a good one. Give me 1 second. Let me just quit that. Kazzy's been having a little bit of a hard time recently, but she's a good egg, and she's good fun. Very much non-PG, so be ready for swears. And yeah, I might be back later. Depends how I feel. I'm playing so much Valhalla at the moment that it's difficult to come back out of the third-person action adventure thing. But still, it's all good. It's all good. So thank you very much for joining. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye now. Bye bye.